This is a pipeline's dream, actually. These delegates are the individuals that are responsible for making the world move and have the budget to invest. They're here at this show. The ROI is pretty much instant. Coming out with sales qualified leads is something that a lot of companies strive for and they invest heavily in with SDRs and business development reps and AEs. You can come to the show and get direct access to a captive audience. It's pretty incredible. I'd say the ROI is a New York minute.
We actually track the return on investment we get on a, not a revenue, but on a profit to expense. And it's been positive almost since the beginning, and it continues to be positive as we grow. And so this is something that we intend on doing for a long time.
I have now been a customer of Millennium for going on 10 years. The reason we continue to participate in these events is because we see an ROI, both in immediate deals that we're able to attribute directly to participation in the events, as well as a longer-term sustained pipeline. Millennium helps us shave months off our cycle time by getting us an audience with those people from the get-go. That has categorically been my experience with Millennium and why we continue to participate.
ROI truly proves out because not only is it a critical connection and engagement at the event, but being able to bring that engagement all the way through into a true opportunity. So when we step back and we evaluate the ROI, yes, we want it to be a great event experience, but we really truly look at those opportunities and how they advance into pipeline. And so we have experienced so much momentum and traction, and we can't wait to go to another Millennium event.
One of the reasons why we selected Millennium, it was real simple. We had spent a lot of our marketing budget the last couple of years going to these very large events. And what we found is we had a lot of conversations, but they not necessarily were with the buyer profile, a CXO, a leader, a CIO, a CTO, a chief digital, chief data. What I found the last couple of days is every single one of our conversations was with somebody that had a need, and we end up having great conversations, and there's a lot of synergies between what we can do in terms of how we help them. And
we can meet close to 20 delegates with the dinners and all that. The return on investment is unbelievable because you just have to travel to one spot. We send 3 or 4 executives. We're here. We built a pipeline of close to $7.5 million last year, just based on coming to Millennium 3 times.
Really the benefit that you all bring to us is that what might take weeks, months, or even years of reach outs to these individuals, it really cuts to the chase. And being able to skip through a lot of the unnecessary steps, get some in-person time with them, it really is invaluable to us.
8 meetings yesterday, we've had a couple meetings today. We were just discussing the potential commercial opportunities for each of those, as we would. We feel pretty positive that there's something with every one of those that could potentially turn into a deal.
Our experience has been really good with Millennium. From a cost-benefit analysis, I think we're going to see that where we spent X number of dollars to come to this event, you're effectively going to see that we would spend 3 to 4 times that amount actually going out to visit these executives, making appointments, traveling around the country. So for us, it's a really good cost benefit.
Generating pipeline is pretty hard. It doesn't take very many opportunities to generate from an event like this to have a positive ROI. So for us coming away from here with a dozen very well qualified leads that could turn into 2 opportunities and ultimately have one of those close would definitely meet the bar of the kind of investment that we're looking for. Great ROI.
When we look to invest in events, the main focus is on creating new opportunities. Millennium Alliance events have always been great at creating new pipeline for us.
Tons of follow-ups. We have a few people already scheduled for, to come into our Philly offices. Pretty much all of the meetings had a very actionable follow-up attached to them.
These events are real game changers for that. All of the outreach techniques have got such low penetration levels. Being able to actually get face-to-face and meet real senior level decision makers is something that's so difficult to get using other marketing approaches.
No other conferences or conventions that we do that can equivalently give us the ROI we get with Millennium.